What a better way to start a video than with new stationery. Hi guys, this is RyeMi and welcome to my journal log. Not only we will look through the newest releases of the Washi Tape Shop, I will also create my March reading journal cover page and I will set up 2026 in my health and fitness journal. Let's go right into it. We have such a beautiful collection in here. I don't even know what to start with. Maybe let's do this. I believe this is a set of washi tapes, so you can only get them as a pair. And these are called pre-cut petal palette white washi tape. And this one is pre-cut petal portrait white washi tape. So let's move this to the side. And I will start with the pink one. And for full transparency, these washi tapes were very kindly sent to me by the Washi Tape Shop, so I could share all of these with you just in time for their spring sale. All of the details are in the description down below. Okay, so let's see. Oh, I immediately adore this color. It is so dark and muted and so lovely. You guys know I love darker colors in my stationery, so this one is just right up my alley. But let's see all of them. Oh, this is another beautiful flower. Okay, these are pre-cut, so I have to be very careful to not lift the design. This is a roll full of flowers. And not only are we getting all of these muted pinks and purples, there is also a blue flower, some yellow ones, lots and lots of pink ones, and another blue one, a peachy one. I love the shape of this one. So lovely. Oh, there are so many. Okay. It is still going, guys. This one is beautiful. It seems we reached the first flower. So there are so many, guys. So many. Okay, I have to count this because yeah, I am interested how many there are. 30. Exactly 30 flower designs. And let's see. Yes, they are definitely pre-cut. This is very spring-like and summer-like, which is absolutely amazing since these are the seasons that are coming for me. But you guys on the other side of the earth, you are going into autumn and I am so jealous. At least we have cute stationery to use. Okay, so that was the first tape. And the second one, seems we have again a lot of pinks, blue, pink. This looks like cabbage. I love that. Oh, one dark orange. This is so lovely. And a few muted ones. And blue and purple. Oh. There are again quite a few of these pink and yellow flowers. But there are quite a few of these oranges and blues. Yeah, this is lovely. This is the one we had on the packaging and we are at the cabbage again. So I'm going to presume there are 30 designs as well on this tape. And I can't wait to use this in my summer spreads. This will be perfect for maybe just as a background for some of the character stickers or just to fill out some space. Also next to daily entries in my journal. Oh yeah, that would be amazing. There would be like a flower and next to that a date or day of the week. Yeah, I can imagine that looking absolutely marvelous. Okay, so that was the bundle. This one is still my favorite flower. Let's see some more flowers. This is pre-cut sunflower and navy white washi tape. And this might seem slightly familiar if you are familiar with the Washi Tape Shop. They have had this tape in their shop in the past and I think it is still available, but they are doing something amazing. They are re-releasing their older tapes in pre-cut designs. You won't believe how many times I have looked at this tape and I was thinking whether I want to buy it. But when I imagined I would need to cut everything by hand, I decided not to do that. So I am excited they decided to make these designs pre-cut, because that just makes your life so much easier, and building all the pages and spreads, it is so much quicker when you have all the designs pre-cut already. Yeah, so we have these darker yellows and oranges and this dark blue, and it's so beautiful. And there are some feathers in here as well. We have smaller flowers, some leaves and some frames, or I'd say you can use that as a frame. And also we have these bundles of flowers and feathers. And this one is beautiful. I love these dark colors. Yeah, so lovely. All of them are pre-cut, so you can lift this, and even the middle section of the wreath is cut for you. And all of the tapes I show you today, they are available in both washi tape and PET tape version. I prefer washi tape because it blends with your journal page so beautifully, and also they are less shiny, so it is easier for me to film with them, even when sometimes there is a bit of a glare, but yeah, I am doing my best, guys. Okay, there is one more tape with lots of flowers. This is pre-cut Zephyr Bloom white washi tape. And look at all these muted blues and greens. So lovely. Okay, so let's unroll this. I love this. Oh, this will look so amazing on top or bottom of the journal page. I can already imagine working with this in my journal, like immediately. This is perfect for spring and I would say even summer decoration. Look at these. Oh, they are so small. And imagine if we had to cut all of this with hand. Yeah, I love pre-cut tapes. And we have a leaf in here. I love these. Yeah, so lovely. And we have a butterfly in here. And one more. Okay, I'm looking at it from a weird angle. So once again, yeah, so lovely. This is amazing. And another longer design. And there are some tweaks. Yeah, that's interesting. I am curious to see how I will use this, but I can't wait to try this tape. And orange butterfly and another dainty wreath and a green one. Oh, so lovely. And I believe there is a set available with this tape in it, so if you love this design, there is more to get. And I love that there are these brown outlines, that they are not black, so it makes this tape look more dainty and lovely and cute. This has to be my favorite tape so far today, but we are not done yet, guys. There are 4 more tapes to see. Let's see some of these character tapes first. This is pre-cut Nostalgic Moments white washi tape. Okay, I see some dark greens and browns. This feels very cozy to me. Oh, and look at her socks. They are adorable. I want socks like this. Okay, let's see. We have muted and darker colors. This is so up my alley. So lovely. Oh, look at this dress and this girl. Yeah, maybe if we had some like a window sticker, or we can just draw a window and put her there. Oh, that would look adorable, I would say. And we have an orange cat. Oh, and a girl reading. And a girl with a cat. This is so lovely. I love how this is green and red, yet it does not scream Christmas. And a girl knitting. Look at this adorable cat. I do hope my camera is focusing, because yeah. And another girl reading and a very neon green curtains. Okay. And this lamp, this is adorable. Another girl. She is in kind of a strange pose. Maybe we are supposed to add something in there, maybe even a cat or something. Yeah, that would look lovely. And a few pictures and a girl reading or sleeping, you never know. And we are at the beginning again. This tape speaks to me so much because it has this stay at home and feel amazing feeling. And yeah, I love this. And I love that there are so many cats, yeah, but also girls that are reading or maybe journaling or something. And yeah, I can't get over this dress. And also these socks, yeah, I want them. So let's put that one here. Okay, I just want to have enough space to see everything. So this is another tape with characters, and I presume all the designs will be these rectangles. Garden Daydream wide washi tape. It is again very green, very summery, and I love it just from the first glance. This is adorable. Maybe I could use this in my March reading journal. I don't know. I will certainly try because this, yeah, that's so lovely. And we have a girl traveling, playing the guitar, and there is a cat. So cute. Yeah, this is very unusual color combination, I would say, but it works. And the whole tape so far feels very vintage, very nostalgic. I love that. Look at her. This is so very green and I love that. Look at this one. You can't go wrong with green and purple combination. And a girl reading, and look at these drapes. Oh, that's so lovely. We have another girl, maybe napping, maybe relaxing after a long day at work. Who knows? But yeah, it feels very calming looking at these designs. And another cat. Oh, this is, I'd say, the only not green design in here. It is absolutely amazing. I love these designs so much. Yeah, I would never say I would enjoy something so green, yet here we are. I can't wait to figure out how to use at least some of these in my next journal setup. These are not pre-cut, you have to cut them yourself, but you only need to cut a straight line, so I'd say that's okay. And what I like to do with tapes like this is that I take every single one of these designs and I put them in my reusable sticker album, so then I don't have to look through the full tape and look for one design I want to use, and then I have the offcuts just flying around my table. I usually do that, especially with these tapes, but also with everything else that I get. It serves maybe like a catalog of everything that I have, and also it makes the usage of these washi tapes or anything really, it makes it so much easier because I can just open the page and take designs I want to use right away, and I don't have to scroll through all the tapes. I think I will do that with these tapes right away so you can see all of them, how they look on the page, because seeing the design like this is slightly different than seeing it on the page. Mostly because the page is usually white and the designs stand out more. Now we have one more character washi tape. This looks very calming again, maybe something with yoga, I would say. So this is, oh yeah, pre-cut yoga sonnet wide washi tape. And I spy lots of green again. The first thing we see is a book, and I love that. Also, this lantern is adorable. So yeah, this seems to be yoga inspired, and we have a girl doing different, I presume, yoga poses. I don't do yoga, I just can't. I am so bored. So yeah, we have a girl sticker, and then we have her in the kind of in the setting or something. And again, this is very relaxing, very calming. We have a girl on a beach. Yeah, that's lovely. and some trousers and a smoothie and a cat. Of course there is a cat, that is adorable. Some yoga blocks, yeah, I love that. Another cat and a dog. Okay, we are having a dog for some change in here as well. That's so lovely. And some books or journals. Many different yoga poses. Even the dog is doing yoga. And a plant. Yeah, that's so lovely. Another girl as a solo sticker, and then in the environment. This is so lovely. And even though I don't do yoga, I would love to find a way to use this in my health and fitness journal, because yeah, this would be amazing to use there. Look how happy he is. Oh, and maybe you could play with these cats and let them pester all of these girls. Because yeah, we have all seen videos of people trying to work out and their cats can be sometimes a menace. So yeah, that would be maybe something fun to do. Okay. And this is the last washi tape I'm going to show you today. And I love this picture already, and it looks maybe slightly folklorish. I don't know why, maybe because of the designs or colors, I don't know, but I love that. So this is pre-cut Sakura Voyage white washi tape. Oh, how lovely. All these colorful birds, how lovely. Oh, and these clouds, they are so simple yet so cute. And we have some flowers and grass and trees. This tape seems to be very joyful, I would say. You can't see that, but I am smiling from ear to ear, looking at all of these pictures and all of these colors. This is stunning. So lovely. And we have some crafting stuff in here and some painting in the journal. Look at the detail of that. That's amazing. Look at this. This is like straight from fairy tale or something. So lovely. And this is the bird we got on the packaging. Oh, this is so pretty. Yeah, this is so joyful, so happy, so colorful, so green again. I feel like this haul is very green, but I love that. I love that we are looking up at these trees. Yeah, that's so lovely. And a girl in a coat. And we are at the beginning again. I have not even noticed these small flowers. That's so amazing. I honestly can't even choose my favorite tape out of the ones I have shown you today, because they are all absolutely amazing. Okay, so let's see. These are all the tape we have seen today, and I can't say how thankful I am to the Washi Tape Shop for sending some of their tapes my way once again. Every time they bring new designs to their shop, I am always in awe. Yeah, because look at all of that. What I am going to do now is to transfer one full roll of all of these into my reusable sticker album, and when I will be done, I will show you the results. It is done. So let's look at this once again very quickly. Okay, yeah. I would say that the designs indeed look so much better, so much brighter when they are put on the page. And yeah, so this is everything from the one tape. I forgotten the name and it is not yet released when I am filming this, so I can't really check the name, and I have already threw the packaging out. But by the time you are watching this video, this is certainly alive. As you can see, I have this white paper in here. That's just an offcut of a sticker paper, and when I will know the name, I will write it in here. I was not doing that, but I have realized that when I am working on my pages, I do not always know how to link all of the tapes and all the stationery I am using. So having the names on the page where they are, it is so much easier. In here I put all the flowers, and I have some in here as well. I was trying to have all the pinks and all the blues and all the oranges and yellows from one tape, kind of sectioned out, but I quickly ran out of space on this page, so I just continue doing some organization but not really taking care about that much. So this is one of the tapes and this is the other, plus these. And in here I put the sunflower and navy one. There are a couple designs that I was not able to fit in here, but they are quite similar, so I don't need them here. Okay, now this is absolutely beautiful. So that's the Zephyr Bloom one, and I especially love this long one and all of these branches. It looks like from a fairy tale or something. Also these branches, yeah, I love them. It is such a simple thing, yet I love them. Okay, now this is the Yoga Sonnet one. So I did all the kind of settings with the sticker next to it, and then all the rest is in here and some in here. This is the Nostalgic Moments one, and putting all of the designs in this sticker book made me notice some of the stuff that is on these pages, because, okay, let me show you. There are bees, look at them, they are so adorable. I have not noticed those when I was just looking through the tape. So yeah, that's also why I love putting stuff in my sticker book. I do notice a lot of stuff that way. And I just put on audiobook or some music or something, and I just transfer all the stickers in here. Okay, so that's it for this sticker book. And I have this one as well. This one I got secondhand from the vintage shop. And in here I put all these, well, I started to put here all these rectangle ones. So I put, where is it? Put the Garden Daydreams in here. This one, it is so beautiful, and I have spent a lot of time thinking how I could make the cover page from this for my March reading wrap-up, and I was not able to come up with anything yet, but I am excited for what I have come up with. So lovely, yeah. I love the bookshelf in here. It's so full of books. And she's holding a book as well. Beautiful, beautiful washi tape. Okay, so that's it for all the washi tapes. And now let's finally get into setting up March cover page in my reading journal. I gave it some thought and I have a very kind of vague idea about what I want to do. I hope it will work out. This is the one thing I'm going to use. And then I'm going to use some of these windows. Probably this one. These are from Layla Journals and I love them. And I decided to use this girl because she just speaks to me. At first I was thinking that maybe this could be used for my April everyday journal cover page, but you know what? Just use it, because I have spent some time looking at things I want to put on the page and I have always came back to this one. So I guess that's what we are doing. I was thinking a girl, a window, and we maybe need some background for the window. I have some of the rectangle designs in here as well. I have not transferred those into the small red sticker book yet. I might do that so I can free up some space in here, because this sticker book is getting pretty filled up. I was thinking maybe these ones, maybe even this, because there is a mountain and some sky and clouds in the background. Yeah, I think I like this one. And these are also from the Washi Tape Shop, and these are adorable, even though sometimes these rectangle stickers might be slightly difficult for me to use, but they help me get out of my comfort zone and do stuff I would probably not do. So that's what's amazing about that. Okay, so first let's do, maybe I could even have like full page covered with this. No, maybe some white space would be better. Oh, but this looks okay as well. Oh, that's why I said that I don't really have this figured out because you see, this is the first step and I am already kind of frozen and overthinking stuff. I don't think I have ever covered, at least not recently, a whole page with another page, but it can look nice, so let's try. I can always take it off. I will have some kind of white border around this. I'm going to cover even this, just so there is no weird white space, but it might get covered with stationery either way. Now I am going to try this window sticker. I want to use as big of a window as possible. This one seems to be the biggest one from designs I have in here, and let's just place it in here. So do we want more blue or more orange? I'd go more blue. So I'm going to cut around the window. How beautiful is this? Oh, maybe let's put it here. Now let's add this tape. Okay, maybe. Now I'm thinking I maybe don't like all of this to be on the page. So let's take it off. And it just made some beautiful texture. Okay, I will need to put this somewhere closer to the middle. So it seems I can, if I want, I can take everything off. At least mostly everything, but I will keep some stuff there in the middle, and I like how these shapes looks in here, so that will probably stay. There are some remaining bits of paper in this corner, but that's fine. I always show you my mistakes and fails as well, so yeah, this is interesting, but I am not mad about this. It might prove to be some interesting background. Okay, so now I will need to add glue to this one. There is lots and lots of page stuck to this, but that's fine. I said more in the middle, so maybe like this. Now back to this tape. Okay, and maybe a bit in here as well. So I'm going to keep this on the side. I might put some of this checkered tape on this page as well, just so it matches. And now I guess I should finally put a girl on this page to see if my idea is working or not. This is quite transparent and I don't really mind that, but for this girl to stand out a bit more, I'd say I need to put her on the sticker paper and then on this page, just so she has white behind her, and that will make it much more brighter. Yeah, see, it already looks better. I'm going to leave a thin white border around, just to again make her stand out a bit more. Okay, that will be so much better. Maybe we could use a bit of the remaining washi tape just for some additional color. And what is missing here? Maybe even some clouds. Let's try some of the smaller ones first. Yeah, I like that. And one more. Maybe switch them around. So one here and one there. Maybe one there. Something small. Let's see this one. And maybe these roses hanging. I'm not sure, but let's just keep them there. A plant shelf. Maybe we could have that. I don't know, I am just putting stuff down on the page and hoping it will work. Okay, so there is this tea set and she is drinking tea, so maybe, maybe not. I want to add something in here. I'm not sure what. But also, I don't have the March title yet on this page. So maybe I will work on the calendar first, and based on how that is looking, I will come back later. There is a wall picture, so maybe there. Maybe let's put some slippers down here. Picture behind her will be lovely. This one is at least easy to cut out. Somewhere here, and I'll put these flowers on top. We can't forget a cat. Maybe that's what's missing. I want to try and see how this washi tape would look on this page with all the colors that are in here. Nice, so let's keep that in here. I wanted to add at least a bit of blue with this tape, since there is not blue anywhere else except on this washi tape, so that was maybe not the best strategy. There is still, for me, something missing in here, so I'm going to try just this page in there, just so there is not that blank space staring at me. This is certainly not how I envisioned this page looking, but I like it. I have this blue sticker sheet as well, so I was thinking maybe I could try and see how this would look with blue. I think I like that even more, so I'll take this away and I'll put blue in there. I think they stand out a bit more and it makes this kind of pop more out of the page. I'm so glad I have realized I have some blue clouds as well. So there is one more, and this one is getting so lost, so I feel like switching it for blue cloud will be a good idea. Okay, perfect. I am happy with making these clouds blue. I think it helps this page a bit. With this done, I'm going to work on the calendar. I have already pre-planned where it should be placed, and I'm going to use a black pen because there is this black tape, so I'm okay with that. And I'm wondering if I should make these lines kind of like this. Let's try that. I can always go over them later, and it maybe will make this page feel kind of less harsh, since this is very calming imagery. I don't do this often, so I don't know how to do this, but I'm trying. It is done, and I am surprised how much I like this. I should try doing this more often. I wanted to put some of these checkered tape, and this seems like the best place. Maybe some in here as well. And I have one more offcut of this tape behind the window, so maybe let's just have it in there, because why not? It's beautiful. Maybe I could have page in here or even in here. Yeah, I kind of like this, so let's do that. And I have not printed my book covers for March yet. I will go and do that, but maybe I could put some of this tape like this, or maybe even more of this brown to be visible. I want to have some decoration on this page, but not too much, since I want this to be main focus. And once I add all the book covers in here, and once I fill out the calendar, it will be so much more colorful. I want to add a bit more in there, since I want to start placing book covers from this side, and they will go this way. But if I won't read enough books, I don't want this to be empty. So I guess I will put one of these stickers in there. Since she is having a tea, I'd say we could have something like this in here. I have 3 book covers prepared now. I have just realized there is one I totally forgot to print. And I totally forgot about that book, which is maybe not a good sign, but I will put that one in later. Here, maybe a bit lower. Okay. And even the book covers are red this month, well, mostly, which is fun. It's so lovely when the book covers kind of match the theme. Okay, so the last one. There will be one more and we will see if I will read more because I am reading a bit less this month so far, and that's totally fine. I just do not have a lot of time to read this month. Okay, I printed the March title and at first I thought I might put it here, but I kind of like it going across the girl. So I'm going to move this cat. Oh, I just ripped the legs. Oh man. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. So, March. And let's put this cat back together. Now, back to the calendar. I have chosen these numbers to use there. These are very, very dark brown. I wanted to maybe go with some dark muted red, but I don't have number stickers like that, and I think this will be okay. I will use some color in the calendar itself, so the numbers do not have to be colorful. The last two, and the numbers are done, and yeah, I think this was a good choice. And now I'd say it is time to start filling in the calendar, even though it is what? It is like March 15 for me right now, so I am not going to fill in everything, but I want to start filling this in. So let's do the first one. And the first book I finished in March is the Poet Empress, and I had a really good time with that one. Next book I'm going to color in is Inheritance of Magic. I forgot to print the book cover for that one. I was not the biggest fan of this book, but it was okay. And that's about it. I have not finished Cold Magic or the Obelisk Gate yet, and I want to add the line for those in one go, just so I don't have to remember which marker I have used for those. So yeah, this is how it looks so far. With that, the cover page and the calendar page for my March reading journal are finished. Even when I had no idea how this would end up looking, I kind of like it. I love this dark red I used in here, and this window, oh, so lovely. Now I'm going to work on something else. I have one more haul for you. This came in just yesterday and I thought, why not just show you in this video? So these are from, I don't even know how to pronounce the name. I want to read this as BujoJejArt. I know it's probably not right, but my Slovak roots just want to say it like that. I'm so sorry, I am butchering this. I have seen few of their posts on Instagram and I really loved the stationery, so I immediately went to their page and bought some stuff. Yeah, you guys know that I am trying as hard as I can to support small businesses, and you might find here something that you like. I am so excited about this, and I am looking at this tape and considering whether I could use it in my March cover page. I am currently thinking about how to do the page, so you have already seen if I have used this or not, but the current me has no idea. That's why I wanted to show you everything and then I can play with the stuff and see what I will use. I have 3 washi tapes. 2 of those are these wider ones and 1 thinner one. So let's start with this one. I will of course link everything, every stationery used and shown in this video. Everything is in the description as always, and I try to link everything in order it was shown in the video, so it is easier for you to find everything. This is dark brown tape with text, and there are different, I hope you can see that, there are different thicknesses of the text. That is really interesting and I really love that. I don't have dark brown tape, I'd say, at all, and having one with text, I feel like it is very versatile, at least in my style of decorating. So I'm excited about this one. Now let's do this. So this is checkered pattern, but if I remember correctly, there are different colors of this pattern. So let's see. Okay, so there is a backing to this tape, and yes, we have black and white pattern, and then all these brown boxes and some green in there as well. Yeah, I love this, and I am so excited that we have kind of two designs in one. I have never seen washi tape like this. I am very happy that this artist decided to do this kind of thing, because yeah, instead of me having to buy two tapes, I have two designs in one, and that's amazing. I believe there are many more tapes in this style that she has on the website. I went with something simple because I have realized I don't really have that many simple washi tapes. There are lots of grid tapes and maybe some gingham designs, but something as simple as this, I think it can be used almost everywhere. So I am really excited for this one. And now this alphabet PET tape, this was the reason I made the purchase because I have seen on the Instagram page that this will be in stock soon, and I have recently gone back to using lots of alphabet stickers in my reading journal mostly, so I felt like this will be extremely useful. Let's see what everything is in here. I believe you can either get the full tape, this is I'd say 5 meters, but you can also get 1 meter loop, so you don't have to buy the whole thing. We have some doodles, some numbers, and the full alphabet. Oh, I love these, and I love the colors. These are so vintage, so academia aesthetic. I love that. And this is the same thing again. I am so happy with this. So we have large and also small letters in here. Yeah, that's lovely. Also some kind of written ones, but mostly typewriter style of letters. Perfect. I can't wait to use this in my journal. I forgot to mention they are all pre-cut, which makes your life so much easier. So they are basically stickers on a roll, and this is kind of matte design. Even when this is PET tape, it is not shiny as they usually are, and I love that matte PET tape exists. It is not very common, but I am so happy that there are people who are making this kind of stuff. These were all the washi tapes, and these are all stickers I got. And I believe these are from some of their other washi tapes. Okay, so I believe I have everything. This is, I'd say, a freebie because I don't remember buying this. All of these are pre-cut words, and I love that it is black and white. In fact, the whole store is mostly blacks, whites, and browns, and I love that vibe so much. Oh, this is another freebie. I was thinking about getting this sticker sheet. They have this in larger size. I'm so excited they included this in the order. And this is a thank you card. Yeah, this is exactly the vibe of the shop. Oh, so are they Slovak or they just looked how to say thank you so much? Because this says veľmi pekne ďakujem, so it's thank you so much in Slovak. Wow. And the rest is in English. Oh, that's so amazing when people take their time and write you a note and they even use their own language. Yeah, I'm so excited. And of course, they don't have to. All the packing and preparing everything takes a lot of time. So for them to take more time to write the note, yeah, I'm so thankful. Thank you so much. And the name is Kinga, so that's maybe not Slovak, which makes this first row even more precious. Thank you so much, Kinga. this is another freebie. Wow, that's so cute. And we have some calendars. I did not order this. Why are you giving away so much stuff? That's so much. And another freebie, and yeah, all of these are pre-cut as well. Okay, so this is finally what I bought. And these were all freebies. Oh my god, that's so much. First we have some clouds, so amazing. And there are, I guess, 2 or 3 different papers to choose from in their shop. And I have just chosen like regular paper because I'm going to use this in my journal. But I think they have even better quality stickers there. But I am happy with this. Now the plants, I just could not get this. And very, very dark academia inspired sticker sheet. I love this bouquet of roses and the mirror. Yeah, so lovely. Oh yeah, I got the clouds in blue as well. I was just thinking whether I did get both of them or not. So it appears I did. More plants, some statues, some butterflies. So lovely. I especially love this one in here. I believe these two and this one were a pack or something. And look at these leaves on top of books. Yeah, that's so amazing. And more academia. Yeah, this is the whole vibe of the store. This is slightly different in color. So this is even more dark academia themed. And if you have a book that reminds you of this vibe, please let me know in the comments, because I want to read something that will make me imagine this when I read it. The last one are some tulips and a post box. That's so cute. So this was the haul from Kinga. I will leave links to everything in the description and the link to the Etsy shop I bought these from. And yeah, I am so excited to use them in my journal. Maybe in autumn would be the best time to use this, but I might use some of this sooner because they are so lovely. Okay, and now it's time to finally set up my health journal for 2026. Yes, it is March already. I just did not have time yet, and I am using this journal. I just skipped 2 spreads so I can set these pages up. I set up this journal last year and I've been using it for 3 or 4 months, and then I kind of fallen out of it because I have realized that not everything I have set up works for me. And that's what's amazing about setting up your own journals, is that you can just redo things and try again and set up new stuff and figure out what you like. So this year I am simply going to set up tables for the measurements and weight I do take note of. And now I think it's the time to say that if you are not comfortable with discussing weight loss, weight measurements and stuff like that, please just skip this part. It is totally okay. I don't mind. I totally understand. So yeah, there will be some tables for things I am tracking, and I've been tracking these things since the later half of January. In the first half of January I was so sick, so I started taking notes of my weight and my measurements after that, after I started working out again. This is already February and I have my January workouts in here. I just simply forgot to leave 1 or 2 pages blank before writing this down. So for 2026 right now I am just going to write down all my workouts in here, and you can see it is very simple. I just have monthly title and then the name or focus of the workout, all the moves and weights if I used any. And yeah, it is very simple. My handwriting is kind of bad after I work out because I am tired. But yeah, this is what works, and it will become, I think, amazing source of information in the future when I will be able to compare what weights I was using for certain moves and stuff like that. And even now I can already see that either the workouts are slightly longer. I just love the program I am doing right now. The progression overload is already taken care of because we are having longer workouts now in the later half of this program, and I am doing videos by Caroline Girvan. So yeah, lots and lots of weights, and I absolutely love that. So yeah, these are all my workouts so far, and I have 2 spreads in here that we are going to set up now. I have printed the 2026 title, and I will probably just stick it in here. I will do that later. First, I want to mark all the tables in here, and yes, this is probably not very thrilling content, but you know, it is what it is. This journal is part of my life, and some of you were asking about it recently, so I decided to show you this update. This will be not only full of tables, because yeah, that would be not that much fun, but I will add some decoration in here later. But first we need to set up all the functional parts, so I know that everything fits in here nicely, and then we can add all the decoration, because yeah, while I have stuff almost figured out, there are some sections that are blank, and I might leave them blank, but I will probably just put some stationery in there, because even when this is simple journal and these pages do not look that thrilling, I would love to have some decoration on some of the pages. And I will come back to this particular page every week, because this is a table for my weight, and I know that with strength training, weight is not something you should rely on getting lower, but I still like to track the progress of that, so that's why this table is here. And I seems to have done pretty terrible job at this, but I don't really mind. This table might look strange right now. Yeah, it does, but you will see in a second what I was going for with this one. And I have just realized that this pen might be a bit smudgy, and I want to go with marker over some of these lines. So I'm going to switch to this Pilot Acrobal. These are my favorite pens. They do not tend to be smudgy. Now I think it makes a bit more sense. I just want to add these boxes in here. So this is a space where I will color in a box for every, I'd say, a half a kilo lost. Yeah, if you watched any of my reading journal wrap-ups, you know how much I love coloring in all the boxes. So I am setting this in here as well. It is so rewarding when you can color something in. At least for me. I was never a fan of writing stuff down on the phone or in the PC. I just can't. I prefer having everything on paper. I made a mistake there, but that's fine. So I'm going to add arrows in here. So I will be coloring in these boxes in this order. I have not done too much planning for these. I just fit here as many boxes as could fit in there, and that's it. That's everything. Okay, one more thing. I also want to have a graph in here, because I just love those. Okay, so in this table I'm going to write down date in the first line in every of these tables. So this is like a collection of mini tables, but that's what fit the best on this page, and I kind of like how it looks. Next row will be for weight. So I'm going to write all of that there. And yeah, my writing today is absolutely not good, but no one really cares. I can still read that, so that's totally fine. And I'm going to use this very bright green, it's green yellow, I'd say. It's a Tombow Water-based marker number 131. And at first I was not really sure if I would like this color, but I love using it, and I'm using it in March as well for my workouts, and yeah, it's lovely. It just took a bit of time for me to appreciate it. I am highlighting the first row just so it is easy to read. There is no other reason for that. And I want to bring some color to this page because there will be lots and lots of numbers in there. Okay, perfect. That's the table setup. After I finish all 2 spreads, I will go back and write down all the dates and all my data. I just have them written on random pieces of paper, so I am extremely happy. I finally got around to work on these pages, so I can put everything in one place. Okay, now I am thinking whether I want to have this in here or there. Okay, that might be cute. I am taking my weight every weekend. It's Saturday or Sunday, does not matter. If I count these, there is a space for 48 weeks, which is completely enough because I might skip some weeks, that's totally okay. But maybe if I edit one more table in there, I guess I am doing that. As I said, I had this planned out, but not really to the details. And I tend to change my plans quite often when working on the pages. Okay, and green. That's lovely. We have a table, a coloring tracker, and a line graph. Yeah, I think that's all I want to have on this page. And yes, this might be maybe redundant, but I love seeing things visually. So not only having the numbers in there, but also seeing graph going down or up. I just love that. And that's why I put the graph there. And I'm going to put the 2026 title on the top of the page, and I think we could fit a decoration there as well. Oh, and these colors almost match up. Oh, that was not planned, but I am so glad it kind of seems like it was. These are the designs I just got, and I am so drawn to this or this sticker. So which one should I use here? Oh, they are both so lovely. And no, I am not doing yoga, but I don't really care that this does not match exactly. Okay, let's do this one. Oh, that's lovely. I love that. Let's see if I can put this in there, and let's do these flowers on the other side. Why not? Okay, and that's about it for this page. I just love how this looks. It was not really in my plan to have green as the main color, but using this marker in March, I fell in love with it. So I decided, you know what, just make it all green, and this sticker being green as well is just perfect. Next spread is again a table. Nothing new here, because I have not prepared any printed titles or anything. I'm just going to write them down, and I'm so scared. I do not like writing titles myself because they usually turn out absolutely horrendous, but it is what it is. Let me just write the titles in here so I don't have to think about that anymore. Okay, will I put some kind of decoration here first? Let me see what I have. Oh, there is the tape I wanted to use for this spread, and I almost forgot. It is absolutely perfect. We have lots and lots and lots of cats doing various things, and these are just so amazing. So I am going to put this guy up here in the corner. Oh, that's adorable. This is so cute. These are from the Washi Tape Shop, but I am not sure they are available anymore. If they are, they will be for sure linked in the description. Let me write it down. Measurements. And well, I was going to write down statistics, but stats should be just enough. This is kind of my default title writing, because when you make these lines longer, the writing looks slightly better than it would otherwise. So yeah, I keep doing that even in my everyday journal, and it looks nice, so I am happy with that. Let's do the table now, and this one is slightly simpler, or I would say this is a regular table. It is not divided into individual rows. I am just going to do these columns in here. I am once again going to have a date, and in here I will have written down all the body parts I am taking measurements of. And this smaller table is for the data I get from my scales. I do these measurements once every 4 or 5 weeks, depending on how much energy I have and if I really want to do that. I do my measurements and then I hop on the scale and let it calculate all of its stuff. Of course, it is not absolutely perfect, but you know, I figured referencing one and the same thing over and over, even when it is not exactly precise, like the homemade scale you can get, I still think it is better than having nothing and no data. If there is some progress or not, I think it can be seen. So that's my take on that. I am going to go over this 2, maybe 3 times to make this a bit darker. Okay, just so I can have the second line highlights in here as well. It will make reading this table so much easier, and writing in it as well, of course. Perfect. And this light green just brings me so much joy. This I did not really think through, so I have no idea what to put in there, but I was thinking I can just go and put lots of these stickers in there, because look at these cats. This is so fitting for this page. I know this is supposed to be like dressmaker doing stuff, because there is the figurine and all of that, but you know what, it does not matter, it fits, so I'm going to have it in here. This one is adorable as well. So lovely. Okay, so let's have this one there, and I might just fill it with these. I just don't like having blank space in my journal, so I'm going to fill that in with decoration, and it will bring me so much joy every single time I will do the monthly check-in. So maybe let's have this one in here as well, and a book for book tracking, maybe a meal and a smoothie, of course. That can go there. And we have a kitty in here as well. She can be there, and I'd say that's done. So this is my 2026 update in the health journal, and I am so happy with this. It is simple, yet I know I can stick with this. If not for the whole year, then for the most of it. I love how this turned out. Anyway, this is it. This is journal update done. And guys, I have one more stationery haul for you. Yes, I know this is ridiculous. I know. But Sibylline Meynet just had shop update, and of course I had to get some stuff. I think I have bought like almost every single new sticker she had. Yeah, because I just love her art so much. Buying more and more of her stickers makes me maybe slightly less precious about them, so then I am more inclined to actually use those stickers. So yeah, I guess this is stationery haul vlog or something, but you know, I figured having everything in one video is maybe for the best, and I don't plan on getting more new stationery in the near future, so why not show you now when it is here. Oh, hello. These are so lovely. Okay, so let's open this up. I will have to use this somewhere because this is stunning. Wow. Okay, I think this one was a freebie because it is hollow everywhere and I guess it was not supposed to be, but it is still beautiful. I think, yeah, I got the original or the right version, and there is this different kind of effect on this, and both are interesting and beautiful, and we have more cats. This is just so perfect. Now this is a witch sticker sheet. Lovely. This is absolutely perfect. I will have to use this in some kind of maybe Dark Academia book review or something. So stunning. Now this one, beautiful. This one as well. Oh, this is so pretty. I love Sibylline's art so much. We have a froggy and some glitter in there. So pretty. This girl is beautiful. This looks like from a fairy tale or something. And this one could maybe get paired with the flowers I just got. Yeah, this might look really nice together. That's amazing. A night girl. Yeah, this was, I think, February illustration because of the big heart, of course. But it's beautiful and it might fit for some fantasy books, I'd say. I usually use her stickers for my monthly themes, but if there will be a book I will read that will fit any of these, I will of course have to use them there because these are just so precious. Now this is my favorite illustration she has made. I love all the colors and the crows and cards and everything about this girl with a horse, I guess for the year of a horse, and this is very interesting effect. Yeah. Okay, there is more, guys. Another girl with a big heart in the middle, so pretty, and I love the green and red combination in here. Okay, now this again, red and green. And this is a mermaid, so lovely. We have another warrior girl with sunflowers, and there is a little birdie on her head. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, that's adorable. I have never noticed that. Wow. This is a square sticker with rounded corners. I love when artists go kind of a different way and they use the effects on maybe not the illustration itself, but on the background. It looks so nice. We have a few more. This is some kind of crocodile, I would say. Okay, I'm running out of space here. This again gives some kind of like legend or fairy tale vibe. And we have a girl with owls. Beautiful. And another one. Oh, this is the contender for the most amazing sticker she had made, but I think this one still takes the first place, but they both are adorable. Okay, and now for some sticker sheets. We have this girl. I love how muted this is. We have one big sticker in the middle and two on the sides. This will be perfect for a book review page or something. I have one more. There are some of the designs I already have stickers from. I think I have these. These were in her Kickstarter book campaign, I think, but they were much larger. These are just very tiny, and I think I have this one as well, and this one I had as stickers, but I don't mind that. And there is a bit of pink and yellow. I have not seen that much of this combination from Sibylline, but it looks stunning. Okay, and the last sticker sheet are these journal icons. I think this is something new she had in her shop, and I love this. I bought a lot, but Sibylline does not have her shop open often, so I take every opportunity to get everything I can if I can afford that, and I am so happy with all of this and so excited, and I am already thinking about where and how I could use this, because yeah, these are absolutely stunning. Okay, and I believe that it is finally the end of this video. If you are still here, thank you guys so much for watching, because yeah, this was probably a long one, but some of you commented that you love longer videos, so I hope I made you happy with this one, even though I will not be happy editing this, but I am sure I will somehow make it done. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like to see any of my other journal vlogs or videos similar to this one, there is a full playlist of all journal vlogs I have made in the past couple of years. And with that, thank you so much for watching. Have absolutely a lovely day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.